That's not Battlefield. That's real life. That's not a video game. Have I watched the wrong? Am I on the wrong live stream? What the fudge? Oh, it's The Sims. Oh, it's just the next gen graphics. Oh, hello.
Love that video.
They've got a studio.
What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
Concert for Cows, that's got to be a first.
Pre-show.
Probably my favorite way to open a show ever.
It's
the
amazing.
latest expansion for Sims 4.
Pre-show?
is out today.
There's 15 minutes left to the actual show.
All right, in just a few minutes, the EA Play Live main event is coming with all the news, sweepstakes, and
course.
surprises you know and love. But first, we want to take a moment to recap all the news that's been revealed this summer. And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I personally have done nothing else but play Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I think you actually mean
Really?
Romance Garrus, or maybe that's just me. It's been a huge summer regardless for EA Originals. The talented Joseph Fares and the team over at Hazelight gifted us the critically acclaimed and my personal favorite, It Takes Two. Millions of you have
haven't
been
played it
dodging
because
with
it's co-op
dodgeballs
only.
in Belen's Knockout City, and the
looks
soon-to-be
good, though.
released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those who haven't yet been acquainted with their magical world, let's take a look at the story trailer for Lost in Random.
Let's.
Welcome to the world of random, where everyone's destiny is decided by a roll of the one true dice, and the one true queen who controls it. For when a child comes of age, they must roll this dice just once, and in so doing, determine their fate for all eternity.
Happy birthday.
Alicia, can I have some more?
Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your special day. Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are. Ah, you live with us now. Lucky girl.
Odd! Hold on, Odd. Oh, where is this
Hello,
place?
Step.
Stop trying to kill me!
What is this? I know they said it's Lost in Random, but what is it?
Are you,
Foolish child, turn back at once.
Be very careful, even. We're in uncharted territory.
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories?
You're a long way from one town.
Dice?
This looks cool. Get like
Supposed to say something important.
Alice vibes from this.
You tell me where
Yahoo!
my sister is, you wit! Odd? Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
Water!
Is this out? That's the first I've heard of it.
Odd!
What do we do to those that stand in our way?
We destroy them, my queen.
Okay, so
That
it's not
trailer
out
gives
yet.
me the chills, I think, every time we watch it. Stay tuned for more on Lost in Random, including an exclusive first look at combat gameplay later on in the main show. Speaking of combat, I can tell you as a part of the team over at Respawn that Apex will be showing
wrong with
up
the frame
later
rate?
today in a pretty big way.
Of course, Battlefield 2042 has some big news to share as well, but you would already know that if you tuned into the EA Play Spotlight series. Over the last few weeks, we've gathered creative leaders from across the EA studios to share their insights and some exciting news.
Yeah, we did. Here are a few
You're
of the
not
highlights.
presenting Blue Peter.
They gave me Secret and did the Beyonce drop.
Always go with Beyonce.
Flawless.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Hypermotion
FIFA.
is
Oh
a
dear.
next-gen exclusive technology powered by real football that brings gameplay to the next level of realism. Hypermotion integrates advanced 11 versus
Unless you're
11
playing the
mocap
PC version.
and machine learning for the first time to create the most authentic, responsive, and fluid experience on the pitch.
See, I don't care about football, so I haven't really.
Scouting as a
I don't really
whole
know what's
is
going on with the hubbubaloo.
So you start things off essentially by
Madden,
getting a
the
baseline
other
stat
thing
on
that
every
isn't
player.
football, but
And
some people
one of
call
the
it
big goals
football.
I had was I wanted to add complexity to the feature, but I wanted to remove some of the tediousness of it.
I think we're having a sort of golden age at the moment where this freedom is allowed, and people like myself can start to see themselves coming through in these stories. And I hope that authenticity isn't lost.
You know, I think that's exactly why we're at indie studios, because that authenticity is worth the struggle. It's worth fighting for.
You need to ask people for a bit of faith to stick with the idea and just stay with it. And okay, we're not sure what it will be. And
they will be like, you know what, go for it. They give you that space and room to play, which is so beautiful and rare to see.
Now is the time to make something totally great and unique. It's harder in a movie today.
Screw the Oscars.
It's been going on for longer.
How comes you get all the cool gadgets?
What should fans expect from Battlefield 2042 at EA Play Live?
So I think it's that mode that was on the whiteboard
More
for
players,
many
I guess
decades,
that's
many
all.
years and never kind of happened, and now Christian and his team and LA have been, orchestrating and building it. So Christian,
I'm hoping that the players, the community will really embrace and like what we're going to show them.
Lars, Mr. Battlefield Gustafsson, who is jumping around on his Zoom chair.
So get a sturdy chair ready to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a fan of first-person shooters, EA Originals, sports, or gaming in general, the Spotlight's had something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
Yes, there is. And speaking of EA Sports, it's been a big month for FIFA news.
No.
So let's treat ourselves
No.
for another look at the FIFA 22 trailer.
Am I a fan of gaming in general? Me? Yes. But sports games are like not. Oh, that's what he's asking. Oh. The sports games, they're not. Yeah. Sports games appeal to people who don't play games, I think. It's like the only thing some people play is FIFA or Madden. God, it's like make you feel fucking sick. I've turned my brain off already watching this. Jesus, it's more shaky cam than Kane and Lynch 2. What is cloud gaming? Football, e-football, e-football, e-football.
Andy, I need to correct myself. That was not a treat. That was a feast.
Feast.
A feast. And FIFA fans, you have to check out the FIFA Spotlight, which
Please
offered a
don't.
deep dive into all the updates coming to FIFA 22. Now, FIFA won't have news to share in the main
Thank
show.
God.
Because we're going to give it to you right now.
Unbelievable.
His
Yes.
face.
Fans of FIFA Ultimate Team already know that this year some fan favorite footballers are returning in the
Fucking
form
hell.
of FIFA Ultimate Team Heroes. 9 of them have been revealed so far, and right now we're going to share
So many
2
people. Well,
more.
football is.
Okay.
First up, it's
just
heroic Premier
huge.
League
So there's
striker
such a
turned
huge
manager, Ole
thing
Gunnar
for it. So, you know, it's
Solskjaer.
just I don't
Second,
like
a fine
football.
man from the
So
Rhineland, it's Lars Ricken.
And who doesn't like Lars?
well,
more where that
I
came
know
from. And remember,
people in the
if you
family who
pre-order the
like
Ultimate
football
Edition before
and like
August 11th,
FIFA
you
and
will
all
get a
that.
bonus Ultimate Team
I don't
Heroes
know.
pack. And of course, EA Play members get their hands on the game early.
Yes, they do, but that is just one benefit of being a member. An EA Play membership is your ticket to getting more from your favorite EA games, including fantastic in-game rewards, exclusive content, and all of these upcoming
basically.
titles.
And speaking of rewards, we'll be giving away
That aren't
a whole mess of great
microtransactions.
prizes during the main show.
Why is the
including
frame
gear from
rate so
Logitech,
bad in these
Polaris,
bits?
plus thousands of game codes and EA Play memberships. So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends Jumpmaster weapon charm.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, that you can earn just by watching the show on Twitch. So Apex
I'm
fans,
on
stick
YouTube
around,
though. I'm
because
watching it
you're
on
not going
YouTube.
to want to miss a closer look at the latest legend coming to the Apex games. If you don't know who I'm talking about, we got our first look at Seer just a few days ago.
Who?
Check it out.
Is she like the cowboy lady? Or he? He's like the cowboy lady. I thought it was a woman, and then it was a man.
A woman will rise, bearing the mark of the moth.
They haven't got like drugs for that in the future.
Her firstborn will be a cursed child. His eyes drawing us all to the flame.
If only the game had an interesting art style like this.
Refuse the child's gaze, or be undone. One glance will reduce a mountain to dust. A king to a beggar. And an ocean to a desert.
Is there hay at the bottom? What has this got to do with shooting people in a battle royale?
Everything he touches will be changed. This, it cannot be unseen.
What has that got to do with that?
Wow,
What has that got to do with that at all? Can someone please tell me?
I can't wait to see more.
Trust me, you're not alone. I love that trailer, but we have a lot
But it's got nothing to do with the fucking game at all!
And that is now mere moments away. But one last recap from us featuring one of the newest members of the EA Sports family, Codemasters.
Yes.
Oh, you bought it and you're going to probably end up killing it, you bastards.
Dirt, Grid, and the F1 series, whose latest installment just dropped a few days ago.
If you follow F1, you know it's
Oh yeah, apparently the new Formula 1 game is good. I'm going to go on Twitch a minute and just see if I can
if you want to put yourself
see if the
right in
Twitch
middle of
is
that,
better.
Cody's is here to make that dream a reality. Let's try.
Apparently this is pretty good. No, it still runs like shit. It's got really good reviews. The graphics look really good. The faces look really good actually as well. It's just killing it. I don't know what's going on. Don't fucking. What's going on? Let's close everything in the background. Thanks for the step. Double follow. Boosting. Yeah, the faces look pretty good because usually in these games the faces look terrible, but they look a lot better now. My mum and dad were at Silverstone last weekend because they're huge Formula 1 fans. I don't like Formula 1 either, but it looked like a pretty exciting race.
We'll have have more from Codemasters coming up in just a few seconds. We're about to begin, and I personally cannot wait for you to see what Battlefield 2042 has in store. I've been Andy McNamara.
I think you still are Andy McNamara, and I'm Alex Ackerman. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the show.
It is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Battlefield fans seem really easy to please. Like we've increased the player count and everyone's gone mad for it, even though it looks exactly the same as Battlefield 4. No campaign. There's going to be like a map editor kind of thing. Apparently. That was leaked before.
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, and we have an amazing
Austin
show
Creed?
today.
Anything to do with Assassin's Creed?
Premiere
Yeah, my parents
gameplay,
went to
exclusive
see the
first
race.
looks,
Yeah,
including
they
a brand new
camped there and
multiplayer
everything.
experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games,
Oh, they didn't get COVID,
Mass
exactly.
Effect Legendary
The
Edition,
test came
Dirt
negative,
5,
so it
and
should be
more.
fine.
So let's get to it.
Need for Speed? Is it Need for Speed? What is it? What's going on? No. What? Codemasters, yeah, exactly.
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and
Dirt
F1.
sucks now.
So if
Grid
you like
sucks
racing,
now. Project
if you like
Cars sucks
being in the
now.
driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
We just saw this. The only thing they got left that's good is Formula 1. So Dirt 5 is actually okay. I played it, I had a free weekend, I actually enjoyed it. A weekend. The multiplayer was really fun in Dirt 5, but no one bloody plays it. The PC version is just dead. I loved Grid back in the day. It was one of the first games, or it was the first game to introduce the flashback rewind system.
Now from London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited.
She's so British.
On behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Okay, a new Grid. When they drop the fucking numbers, you know they're phoning it in at that point.
160 take 13, common.
Isn't that the same bloody track from Grid 2?
10 teams, dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McCain, 5-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6 times. That's a new record.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win.
So these aren't real racing people, these are just random people, actors.
Best team, best car.
You're not doing like full motion video, are you?
By having the guts
idiots can't keep their cars on the track. It's their problem.
You keep pulling up there, that stops.
Is it fucking Battle Royale as well? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck? This is like when they tried to do 2015 Need for Speed again.
That's why we're here.
Oh dear.
Becky, this looks incredible. On top
No, it doesn't.
of the gameplay and the cars and the environments, now we've got all these characters that seem to have different motivations. I'm already incredibly invested. It looks like you guys are really up in the ante on storytelling.
Well, first and foremost, the Grid series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we are adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Ncuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education.
Oh,
we also
okay,
captured the
yeah.
entire thing using
Yeah.
extended reality, or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that
Yeah,
tech
yeah,
in
yeah,
action.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
what they use to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No. We are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We
More
really
things to
want
take away
bring
from the
you
actual
deeper into
racing.
the grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're
Grid
acting
Run,
on something that's
Grid
visually
1
there.
one
It's
was
not
so
the
good,
same
and
as
Grid
green
2 was
screen or motion
pretty
capture.
naff.
They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
And then they made Grid Autosport, which was crap, and then they rebooted it, and it wasn't
Without
very
any
good.
Spoilers. We are giving you a classic underdog tale. We were putting you straight into the driver's seat, right in the middle of the Grid World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac. And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
Stop hamming it up.
Well, let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium
We saw
trucks,
like 2
drift
seconds of
cars,
actual gameplay then.
open-wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that car? And
It's a
we
car.
are also giving you multi-class mixed racing, which means that you can take any of those cars and put them together on the same track.
Well, I just saw a big rig take out an open wheeler in the trailer, and I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving too much away,
Can't you let the
there
games do the
is
talking?
a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some fancy new locations like the iconic city of Moscow. We've also got the beautiful city of London.
Not
as well,
all
so you
images
can drive
appear
right
in
past
game. That's a
Buckingham
new one.
Palace, or you could
Haven't seen that one
travel to
before.
the stunning Strada Alpina and take one of our beautiful hypercars to its limit.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So Becky, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Austin.
Of course. All right, folks, so we're just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Apex Legends. Fucking hell. That's a segue and a half. Have you added a solo queue
2
yet?
years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 Legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more Legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
If only the game looked like that.
I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy, transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home.
Mordecai?
I see it in a girl tortured by revenge, embrace hope, when love awakens her heart. I see it in me. A boy born under a bad omen turned his tale into a legend.
Interpretive dance.
Is relentless. But that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
Such a unique art style in these trailers, and then it's like the game doesn't look like that. When they first announced it, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, it looks really cool, and then the actual gameplay footage doesn't look anything like this.
Take comfort. Nothing lasts forever. You must adapt. Surrender.
I've won Apex Legends a few times, haven't I? How many times have I won it? They need to add a solo mode. Like, it's the fact that they won't is just ridiculous. Asinine. Asinine? You can't do that in the game. Apparently that new Vampire the Masquerade's Battle Royale is actually pretty good.
All of us thrown together.
I signed up for the beta but didn't get into it. Or the alpha, whatever it was.
Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
Not actual gameplay. No. No.
Wow.
Stop hamming it up.
I'm standing here like slack-jawed.
No.
Because there's so much to unpack from that trailer.
There's
so
nothing to
let's go
unpack
ahead
because
and
it's
meet
not
the man
the
with
game.
all the answers. Apex game director Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here.
6 feet apart.
Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical.
Like Modern Warfare 2, 12 years ago.
And will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend, there's always an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're going to have a lot of new ways to play this game. But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players.
Imagine if the
enjoy
fan reaction
arenas,
wasn't
which is
great and they
awesome.
just came out and
We're
said,
really
"The
excited
fucking,
to
they
finally
hate it.
have a way
Fuck
to
'em."
play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works and some other things coming I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got 1 season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct. And now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence.
The economy
So it's a bit
in
of
a game.
different ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round.
Didn't even
We hit
know
record numbers, so
they
we're
did
really
that.
excited
They did
in
that
September to be
even with
kicking off year
COVID.
2 of the ALGS, and for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more information at playapex.com/ALGS.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd.
The actual gameplay we're not going to
I can show
show
you a
in the
finisher.
actual fucking show.
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so awesome. But Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win great prizes, including phones for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two.
What could that spell?
So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
We saw it in the pre-show.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the
Why?
voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. Why, he'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the
But it's a
line
game,
again,
right? Not a film.
more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show. and you
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment?
It's not Prime, it's Prime.
It was an official Tribeca Film
no.
Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg,
Too much
Sweden, to tell us
cringe.
more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Sonic team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with, and stop-motion animation and dark fairy tales. And at Sonic, we're always trying to push narrative in video games, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Olav of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay, Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice unleashes incredible powers out of the head of your jack-in-the-box buddy, Dicey.
Well, it sounds awesome, so let's take a look.
Once upon a time, there were two devoted sisters named Even and Odd. Cruelly separated by an
Odd and
evil
Even.
queen.
Eben Ob.
And the roll of a
Eben Ob.
dice.
I'm coming!
Together with this little
I thought it was like, at first I thought it was like an expansion to It Takes Two. It's got the same kind of art style. The gameplay is completely different. Ooh.
In this strange and fascinating world of random, adventure and combat go hand in hand.
I definitely get Alice in Wonderland vibes
Peculiar characters
from
await.
this.
Some will help her. Do you mean this one? And some won't.
That's against the rules.
And it's got some dialogue options.
Oh, a little girl with a dice.
Those
Dice.
coins can be traded for cards.
Cards. I got cards here.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Ooh, cards can
Okay.
new attacks, abilities, and more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, Even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it. Oh, impressive. Well done, Even.
Danny, no.
Nice. Ooh, that was a good one.
Why do I get the feeling this is the best thing they're going to show off?
Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules. Long may she reign.
Dicey, wait!
My child, you'll cease now.
When's it out? 2021.
Just from that alone, I already need to play this game. It looks so cool. But what can you tell me about these combat cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just one part of dice battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here then?
So as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives Even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch. And she provides a bubble shield to protect Even. And that's just a taste. Like there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal Even or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Yeah, my favorite question.
Really?
Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order starting right after the show. And if you want a dicey companion of your own, he'll be available to EA Play members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites, Apex.
Bloody
so
hell.
Keep an eye out for that.
So that's the best thing so far, and
Olav, thank you
I
so
hope there's
much for joining
nothing
us
big
today.
coming out
pleasure,
at that
Austin,
time.
and welcome to Random.
I hope it's a good
Well, there
time
you
to
have
release it.
Lost in Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original that's already here. And it's bringing that throwback playground heat to the masses. That's right. I'm talking about Knockout City.
I actually downloaded the trial for this, but didn't play it. I heard it was actually really good, and a lot of people played it. The fuck?
Woo! Dropped earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bala from Velen Studios in New York.
So many live service games.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our community for the massive response to Knockout City. With millions of new brawlers, hundreds of thousands of crews, and nearly 1 billion KOs landed, Your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new features and updates that keep the
I should
game
probably give
fresh
it a
and
go.
exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Valen Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2.
The fact that it's a live service, it just puts me right off.
Of chaos, where mayhem rules the streets. Is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable?
Godzilla?
A world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy. And teensy tiny brawlers battle it out in a child's bedroom? This season, bring your moves to the movies. Coming July 20. Oh man, that voice is murder on the pipes.
A new map that turns into like 5 maps. I see what you did there.
We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
Very clever.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new ball. Knockout City, baby. Season 2
B.
arrives July 22nd.
B.
Remember,
It's
you
a
can play
B.
for free up to street rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called That Baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl. All right, everyone. The moment that you have been waiting for is here.
Dead Space? No, Battlefield.
You've seen the trailers, you've read the hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby. You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back, baby. It's Battlefield. I can't wait to wingsuit surf a tornado. This game is gonna be so good. And in just a moment, we're revealing a brand new Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
No campaign, only like, what, 7 maps? I know they've got like old maps now with the, there's like, they're returning like old favorites from like the older games. But like, it just looks like Battlefield 4. I don't get it.
This is awesome.
It's not real. That wasn't real gameplay though. Tuck tuck. You butchered the music.
On behalf of our entire team, we hope
Yeah, I know
you're
that
thrilled with
part
what
with the
you've
jet
seen
was
so
a real
far
thing,
from
but like,
Battlefield 2042.
it doesn't look like
This
that when you
is
actually
just
do
the
it.
beginning. We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
Battlefield Portal. You can mix all of the eras of Battlefield into one. With 7 maps. Will it have the destruction though from Bad Company 2 on that map? Or will the destruction be like toned down? You can mix eras as well. So it's kind of like what Star Wars Battlefront used to do. How the fuck is that even going to work though?
That's the sound of the going bang bang.
Levolution, bring it back. Kind of like custom games then, in a way, basically. Your Battlefield. Your rules. Battlefield Portal, which I got confused because I thought they were doing a crossover with Portal. when I read the leak. They should do a Battlefield Portal. Portal makes everything better. But apparently it's quite limited what you can actually do.
There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions, so let's bring on an expert. Here to help us out is the general manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border?
Yes.
Arica Harbor?
Yes.
El Alamein?
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it. But this is more than just maps, right?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the platform. There's a whole slate of customization options and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is a very specific idea there, Austin, but yes, actually you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
A penguin with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine. That's fine, I had to ask. But it does sound like there's a ton to play around with.
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see this sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact,
I love Portal.
we gave
The first,
a sneak peek
I
to
wish they
few
made a third
members of the
one.
community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of
Oh, the FOV is so low.
Bad Company 2, facing off on Araka
Bad Company 2 is my
24
favourite.
players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count.
I really hope that if
All
the destruction
bring the
isn't
power
there,
of
I'm going to be
2042 to Caspian
annoyed as
border
hell.
and take on the
It probably won't be,
forces
though.
of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron. A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942.
How is
The
it
future's got
balanced
the
at
hardware,
all?
but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector. Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Settle your battlefield debates on who wins what.
Come on, dude. Robot Man? What? This looks so much fun. But I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes. Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic. Now, Christian, before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time. And all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played
Hazard
Battlefield
Zone?
before,
What's that?
we want
Battle
Battlefield
Royale?
2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code?
Yeah.
I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me.
If you want to live, where you going?
I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
It better be something cool. If it's not, I'm gonna be so. It better be. It's fucking Dead Space! They are doing a fucking remake of it! No fucking way. No, they're doing an actual proper remake. Holy shit. Well, now I've got to stop playing Dead Space, otherwise I'll spoil myself for it. It's an actual remake, not a remaster. Frostbite, Dead Space. It's a proper remake. Well then, if it's a proper the thing is like, but it's a story-based game. Like I don't want to. Will I want to play through it again after I play through Dead Space? I don't know. Well then, it's not like the Demon Souls remake, because that's not really a story-based game. That's gameplay. Well, this is pretty gameplay focused as well. It depends if they really change it, or if it's just the same but just like overhauled graphics. Well then, we didn't see anything of it. Have they got? Is there a video for it? Yeah, no. Yeah. Where's EA's actual, like... Did EA not have an actual YouTube channel? There we go. It's not on there yet. Well then, Dead Space Remake. Holy shit. Thank God it's not just a remaster. What about 2? What about 2 and 3 though? What about 2 and 3? What about 2? Because people love 2 still. People don't like 3. Really. Even though it's okay. The third one's okay. But the second one's still really liked, I believe. So what about the second one? What about the second Dead Space? You'd rather have a remaster? No. Well, a remake is better in my opinion than just a remaster. Like, Dead Space. Is Dead Space 2 even on here? Dead Space 2. Look, it's got a 93%. It's still loved. I don't know about Dead Space 3 or not. Dead Space 3's got a 79%. So it's still, like, Dead Space 3 is still okay. Like two and 3 don't need anything done to them. They're still like they look great graphically still. They run well. But the first one needed something doing to it, because it's like it is a bit rough. 3's okay. 3's okay. No, the co-op's the bit that destroys it. The co-op's the problem. And the fact that if you play it on your own, it's a bit weird, because this guy just suddenly starts turning up everywhere, even though he's not there. But 3 is okay. It's graphically looks stunning. It's really smooth. The weapons are fun to use, but it's not a survival horror game. You know, it's an action game. They're remaking Dead Space. They're remaking Dead Space. They're remaking it. They're remaking it. They're remaking Dead Space. No one liked it solo when it came out. Well, I thought it was okay. I liked it enough. Fucking hell, there's not even a thing on here yet for it. No. Play you. Dead Space. Dead Space.
Have been revealed.
Dead Space. But like, it's just in-engine footage. Represents game in development. What's the code? I don't know. I just saw a back. I saw a BACK. Like, so God knows if this is what it looks like at all. Why is it running so poorly? Well, it's back. Oh, it's back, which is obviously for Dead Space. It's back. It's back. Why is it running so poorly? Crikey. No in-engine footage. I wonder if it will probably have like ray tracing and stuff. There's tons of lights and shit going off in Dead Space. Who's making it? It's on the Frostbite engine, but who's actually like making it? Motive. Who are Motive? Motive. Motive. Motive Games. Star Wars Squadrons. Founder. Okay, they were supposed to be doing that. 2 studios. Motive, a video game studio. Star Wars, what they made Star Wars Squadrons, the whole thing, or just a part of it? Well, Squadrons is good, so that gives you a bit more hope. Were these the guys that were supposed to be making that Star Wars game, but then they cancelled it? I don't know. Well then, depends when it comes out. Because if it comes out like really soon, I don't know if I want to play it right after I've played through the original. Damn. Well, the Lost in Random was well, from what I could see, was the actual best thing that they showed off. It's coming out September 10th. I don't know what else comes out around that time. But at least we actually got Dead Space. We actually got it. I love how if it was just like, that's the problem with rumours things these days, right? It's like the rumours were it's a remaster, a remake, or a sequel. If you just keep putting ideas out there, you'll get one right eventually. You know what I mean? So yeah. Well, I'm glad that they're actually doing something with Dead Space, at least. Ideally, I would have liked an actual new game entirely. But they're probably doing this to test the waters, to see if there's still interest in Dead Space enough to sell. But survival horror's kind of big again, I guess. It kind of died out a bit when there wasn't much interest in it when Dead Space came out originally. But it seems like it's got more of a revival, so maybe this time it will sell better this time around. Who knows? But the EA Play, the actual style, the presentation of it, I despise. The whole overhyped acting and the blah blah blah. I just cannot stand it. I mean, makes me feel like a bloody old man, even though I'm only 24. But Battlefield, the actual Portal thing looks pretty cool actually, but we'll have to see, like with that Bad Company 2 map, if the entire map can be leveled or not, which I don't know, because if it doesn't have the destruction of Bad Company 2, then that's going to be a bit of a shame. But you got like endless replayability with all the custom stuff, and could be a lot of fun to have there. But I'm not convinced on the actual main multiplayer of Battlefield 2042 until I actually play the beta or something. Grid looks... I don't know. I don't think Grid's going to be any good. I mean, Grid 1 was great. It was brilliant, but that came out in like 2007. I was 10 years old when I played that. It was brilliant at the time. And then Grid 2 wasn't very good. Grid 2 was okay, but it wasn't really anything like the first game. It wasn't like groundbreaking like the first game. And then Grid Autosport it came out in 2014, but was only available on 360 and PS3, and the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were already out, so didn't really get much attention. And they did like a reboot of Grid recently. There we go, this Grid, which isn't very good, apparently. It doesn't look very good. And so I don't have high hopes for the new one. I don't understand why they need to, like, they have some budget behind these shows. They're flexing with the whole screen in the background and the stuff on the floor and blah blah, but it just doesn't. The stuff that they've got doesn't really warrant a show of that caliber for itself, I don't think. Like, we've seen Battlefield already. Like, the only like the Dead Space remake was the big thing, and that was like a little 1 minute thing at the end. So it's like it's not enough for their, like, these publishers don't have enough to do their own show. You know what I mean? I don't think, unless you're Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, or like Ubisoft, I don't think you've got enough really to show off for like in an hour show. I don't think. But that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow I am going to play snooker. Thank you. And I'll be back, and I will continue to play Zelda Skyward Sword, not the HD version, the emulated version. And I'm kind of going back and forth between a few games. I'm playing Dead Space, Skyward Sword. I'm also playing Resident Evil 6 at the moment, because I've been going back through the Resident Evil games that I haven't played. And it's kind of terrible, but I quite like it, even though it's not very good. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. What time? I'm trying to think of time. Let's say around 6 o'clock. Estimate. My time. 6 p.m. UK time. Estimate. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.